Estamos de volta. Obviamente, né? Desde que eu terminei a última live, eu continuei muito na história. Então já tô muito avançado. Acho assim, muito avançado no jogo. Então vai ter coisas aqui que talvez vocês não tenham visto. Mas se vocês precisarem de alguma explicação, é só me pedir, tá? Que eu explico pra vocês, caso vocês não saibam o que aconteceu. Mas vamos lá continuar com a nossa história do jogo.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will... I've tried reasoning with a dissenting part.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to what?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Bora.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying, and you cannot fill empty bellies.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe...
That's enough. Any more of this and I'll throw you out. Come back when you're ready to talk like Adam.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Haven't we had enough fighting?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track.
My reputation will be...
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you. Before
Eu tô indo pra
you
missão
do
secundária, tá? Que tem
something
aqui.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get... I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please, allow... His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been...
Radim!
Very good, Lord. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him, he has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made a...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from...
Ah, you know, lady?
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
You want an audience with Lord Ignac? A few minutes should be enough.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalem.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac.
That will be very...
Farewell.
Beleza, vamos lá. É uma missão secundária por Blackthorn, tá? É do ferreiro aqui do... É um ferreiro do nosso abrigo, né? Do nosso esconderijo. Eu acho legal isso, que a gente tem que achar uma espada de um gume só. Quando eu penso nisso, eu tô pensando justamente na katana, né? Inclusive, eu quero saber se eu tenho alguns pontos de atributo. Porque eu queria aumentar essa habilidade aqui, ó. Dominada no máximo. Agora tem 4 barras, isso aí que eu queria.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Dei mole. Essa habilidade que eu tô usando é do Bahamut, tá? Perfeito. Tá fácil, né? Depois de um certo tempo, as batalhas começam a ficar muito fáceis.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right.
Ah, porra.
I hear I have you to thank for the... What shall I call you?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Ah, ele tá usando
A
o nome
formidable
antigo?
name indeed. Well, Wyvern, Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience.
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal...
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use a whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharp, but it is the final stone, which a mineral quite foreign to... And that is why when it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly...
Eu acho que ele deve estar falando de alguma cultura que seja japonesa nesse caso, né?
Stone of which I spoke, far and a far more.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter I am one step.
There are many other collectors out.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider mine, and is a perennial...
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern, may our paths cross again.
Falando do tio dele.
Radim, we mustn't...
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now.
Vamos lá? Porque essas missões com mais, tá? Se você tá jogando Final Fantasy XVI, saiba que essas missões com mais dão coisas desbloqueáveis pra gente. Alguns itens, algumas missões desbloqueiam mais inventário, por exemplo. Antes eu podia usar só algumas poções, agora eu posso usar até 6 no máximo. Então essas missões são muito úteis de se fazerem. Então sempre que aparecer, cara, faz.
Sorry for but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that?
I did better.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done. Might not be so bad if all you ever fought would you. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there...
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a but there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through us. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as... But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be just...
I've been working day and night since I was half your... Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
Da última vez a gente desbloqueou alguns equipamentos de armadura. Dessa vez vai ser arma, obviamente, né? Nossa, ganhou bastante XP. Esquema da Excalibur, caralho, que foda. Necessário pra fazer a espada Excalibur, caralho. Que pica, mano. Projeto da Excalibur desbloqueado. Nossa. Agora eu achei maneiro pra caralho agora. Pô, que foda. Calma aí, vamos ver isso. A gente não tem o equipamento. Putz, que merda. Excalibur. Eu preciso de couro de Grimaklin.
How am I
É
meant to
mais
do
fraca
that?
do que a espada que a gente tá usando no momento. Vamos ver aqui. Comparar equipamentos. Deixa eu ler aqui. É o que tá escrito. Deixa eu mudar a câmera. Vou botar ela aqui embaixo por enquanto. Apesar de perna... Ué? Apesar de peças modernas como as aventuras de Sir Crandall floreiam o conto, consideravelmente historiadores concordam que há muito tempo as nações de Valistia foram unificadas por um curto período sob o comando de um único rei e sob seus fiéis cavaleiros. Porém, se é verdade ou não que ele ascendeu ao trono por tirar uma espada de uma pedra, isso ainda gera debates. Que foda. Não tem como ver como ela é. Couro de Grimalkin.
Anything
Será que tem
else?
alguma coisa dessa nas caçadas? Deixa eu ver.
Did you see that?
E aí, Mogul? Deixa eu dar uma olhada. Belfegor, Scratch. Ah, aqui, ó, Grimalkin. Local, Ugatil, Dalmelkia. Ugatil, Dalmelkia, tá? É em Dalmelkia, basicamente. Ugatil em Dalmelkia. Deixa eu tirar uma print. Só pra mim salvar o local. A foice, os campos de crava, Vila do Titã, a Rota Dourada, planícies do sei lá o que, Morte de Deserto, Floresta Laete, Maia da Lacerda, Bacate. Aqui é Dalmelk ainda? É. Ah, tá, é aqui do lado. Tá, tem essa região aqui pra cima que a gente não explorou. Deixa eu dar uma olhada lá.
Let's go. No need to ride from here.
Time to bleed.
Nice try.
Vou só passar direto.
Good girl.
Faster.
Deve ter alguma coisa pra cá, né? Tipo, aqui assim.
All right. straight home now.
Ah, esse aqui tá ativado. A gente tinha achado um cronólito
This one's
em outro lugar,
awake.
só que esse aqui não tava ativo, não. Partem combater um campo de batalha virtual.
Let's see what's inside.
Vambora. Pensei que eu ia lutar contra o Titã, mas não é isso não. Eu só vou poder usar a bênção do Titã aqui. Punhos Furiosos e Cataclisma. Ah, isso é uma merda, cara. Foda é o tempo. Uhum. Uhum. Merda. É só isso? Era só derrotar aquele cara aqui não. Ah, tem. Ah, fase 1. Tem que pegar bastante pontos dessa vez, então. Ah, agora tem coisas diferentes. Põe colossal. Cataclismo ainda, tá? Põe colossal. Não tem nada aqui. Merda. Ele tenta dar uma defesa perfeita, mas eu não consegui. Que merda. Vou tentar de novo, vamos lá. Vai ser desde o início? Puta que pariu. Muito difícil aqui. É, desiste pra lá, depois eu faço isso em off, cara, porque porque isso aqui tá mais difícil do que eu imaginei. Vamos sair disso aqui. Deixa isso pra lá. Tá, mas vamos continuar o que eu queria fazer. Aqui, será que a gente já viu tudo isso aqui? Ah, aqui tem coisa.
We cannot let those thugs get away with this. Sell swords are what we need.
Run like the wind.
Nossa, é grande aqui. Eu tinha que olhar aqui em cima. Esse é o saco do Final Fantasy, né? Tem muito bicho, você vai pra um lugar, aí aparece mais. Isso é bem chato.
Thanks, girl.
Ai, do vento, nossa, eu não gosto da garuda, então vou deixar isso pra depois ainda.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. No holding back. Straight home now. Get him! This one. Over here! Over here!
Ah, acabei usando estas. Esqueci, vai dar.
Get him! Kill!
Ué. Como é que eu vou pra lá então? Tá outro caminho aqui então, né?
All right. No mistakes.
Estranho, né?
Time to fight.
Tá vendo? Tem coisa pra cá, ó. Olha só. Tem um caminho aqui. Só que como é que eu vou pra lá? Tem mais... vamos lá na frente. Tem um caminho lá na frente. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa útil lá.
Time to fight.
Um coiro.
No holding back. I can walk from here.
Mas é sem querer. É. Bom, já sei que tem um caminho pra cá. Esse aqui é um lugar muito grande.
This must have been a fishing village before everyone left.
Soil and stone! Hold kill!
time to fight.
Aqui é muito grande pra não ter um boss aqui. Tem nada. Que legal, vim aqui até aqui à toa. Tem um caminho pra cá também, né? Vamos dar uma olhada lá.
We cannot let those thugs get away with this. Cell swords are what we need. As many as faster.
No holding back.
Não tinha nada aqui.
Thanks, Cal.
Bom, parece que não dá pra subir aqui. Estranho, né? Dá uma olhada ali. Ó. Tô explorando tudo.
safe.
Esse é um inimigo. Já estamos aqui, vamos matar ele.
My blade yet hungers, so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh. Your feasting days are over.
Easy. Caralho, 5 mil de XP, porra. Valeu a pena, então.
Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Good girl.
Deixa eu ver se não tem nenhum caminho por aqui. Acho que não. Ah, que estranho que ela fez isso. Nossa, o deserto é muito grande. A gente pode considerar um mapa aberto porque a gente pode ir pra alguns lugares, tipo assim, sem ser muito presos, né?
Notes. Dates.
Duende só, whatever.
Time to fight. Straight home now.
Ah, ele. Finalmente.
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to Mark. This one. Farewell. Let's try.
Usei sem querer. Eu pensei que eu tava com Bahamut. Porra.
And then there was one.
Vem, papai.
Over here. Too slow. Attack. Get him. This one.
Aí o lobo se transformou, pô, tava na hora, né? Eu adoro quando ele se transforma.
This one. Get him. Ogle, kill. Get him.
Agora eu posso fazer minha Excalibur.
That wasn't too.
Tem outros lugares aqui pra gente descobrir, mas não tem necessidade de eu ir lá agora. Deixa eu lá no esconderijo fazer a Excalibur. Eu quero ver muito como ela sei como é que ela é.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? Should last you a good while. Anything else?
Bonita. Bom, podemos continuar com a missão primária, né? Vamos terminar essa missão aqui, depois a gente vai para as outras secundárias lá.
Cid. And Lady Jill.
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos. And the Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain
Agora, a minha câmera tá em cima da legenda, né? Eu tenho que tirar isso daqui.
supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. These are cursed skies. Or an entire city.
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's.
I hope so.
So, what I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but have left to smolder. That anger and fear could...
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long...
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Cid the Out...
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when...
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will count, it may still be possible to make them doubt before presenting them with a third.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
Why, when all that fear and anger can be directed...
It appears we have a plan of... Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly.
As you wish.
Your fate... Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You
play along.
What he means to...
Vamos nessa.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. Conrad. May I introduce you to Jane?
A pleasure, my lady.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a...
Victor says you told that there aren't any men left to hire.
True as the crystal's crack. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Redwood. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys, you...
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of that a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your prey?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Deu certo.
I can't believe that.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest, and there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Cid. Well played, my lady.
A shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
Aqui que tinha o bagulho de pão, né? Do cara. Tinha uma missão secundária que a gente vai fazer aqui.
Possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight...
Indeed, sir. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the price. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores. And while I applaud your endeavors to which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship.
All right. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Ela é mais inteligente.
Thank you, Clyde.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and...
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Se eles voltarem, eu dou uma surra neles.
Good news. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat with time. They may even learn.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury.
I take it your scouts found the bandit.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It all...
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn.
I have a favor to... I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups. One from the south and one from the desert.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert.
The rest, my friend, the city. The stakes, I concede, are high.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hand.
Then it will be for...
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will
Eu
do
tô
the
falando
same.
nos diálogos porque eu tô lendo, tá? Eu leio muito rápido, então isso pode atrapalhar um pouco vocês, mas eu leio muito rápido, então...
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
This man. They mean to overwhelm us. Go for it! All yours, Torgal. Get him. Go for it!
Oxi, o que ele fez? Easy.
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn would have been locked.
Without you, there would have been no luck. You saved us, Conrad.
We all saved Dalim.
Conrad seems to have had a...
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that visitors from the dead...
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirst.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over... We are united, and that is all. As for you, Sid, I'll take that as a...
Missão concluída. Beleza. Agora a gente faz o quê? A gente dá Marta? Vamos dar Marta.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha,
And you, Clive.
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik.
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, there were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters...
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never ought. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting... Let the men know you come to help. Something tell...
We're on our way.
Bora.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive,
Nossa.
We deal with the Akashic.
Fire and flame! Get him! Over here! Get him!
Foi bem fácil.
these men don't have...
If you...
You are mistaken, my lord Ross. We're here by Madame Martha.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introduction.
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the... Martha will see you're looked after. Well,
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some if they were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we...
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack and they got wounded with them!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them.
You look after everyone here. If any
I will. You two be...
A gente resolve esse problema rápido. Cadê a missão secundária que tinha aqui? Tinha missão secundária aqui, não tinha? Só um minuto. É, tem uma missão secundária. Não tem uma missão secundária aqui? Nem sei, depois a gente vê isso, foda-se.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to But what about... I didn't ask, sir.
So Wade,
Lord Rossfield.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Não é uma da Mantuga, né? Eu não vi o nome dela.
We can certainly try.
A da Mantuga é um maior. Apesar que eu tô comparando com Final Fantasy XV, né? Então. É, a da Mantuga mesmo. Easy.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep...
You've never been one to shy away from danger, so...
I see you're all in one...
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way.
A second horde.
Feel like finish.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured with...
Don't you worry about that.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow.
Deixa com nós. Eu tenho preguiça, eu não queria abrir o elevador. Vamos só dar TP mesmo, que é mais rápido.
Just patch me up as quick as you...
Pena que não tá carregado.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Ah, tá de Chocobo. Ah, não, esse aí já é difícil pra caralho, imagina a caixa.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? Do you see any more?
No.
But it won't be long before the...
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out?
The same as Sir Wade.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, it's not a matter of if the Horde will be back. But the inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable.
What do you say, Martha?
Well, when you put it like that...
Beleza. Cara, sem cinzas mágicas,
My
meu
lord.
Deus.
Oscar, over here. It is an honor. I am Oscar. Oscar...
Murdoch. I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, I would learn the duties of a shield from the...
But I am a shield no longer. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspire.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he... You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor, and I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians... It's all right. We know what... There is only so much the boy can learn from me.
But a squire...
Would that really be... You were a squire once? And I'm set...
Maneiro. Não é pena que ele morreu, né?
Know that I'll show you as much lenience.
I would not have it any...
Ah tá, pensei que ele tava me seguindo. Bom, tem uma missão secundária aqui, só que onde já tá? Será que eu não posso dar muito zoom? Repouso da Marta. Calma aí. Entrega o revólver estelar a Marta. Acho que eu não posso entregar ainda, né? Então vou ter que terminar lá na Isabela. Deixa eu tentar falar com ela. É, não dá ainda. Então vamos embora pra outro lugar lá, então. E lá provavelmente eu vou ter que terminar as coisas todas lá também, pra poder entregar esse rubi estelar lá também, né? Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Beleza. Bora.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I can't do it.
My lord.
We received the dame's mess. There have been sightings of strange creatures.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like they've taken so many.
Akashic.
And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the...
Then we'll look for her there.
Cara, eu tenho que ir no banheiro, eu tô segurando faz um tempão. Você deve estar até vendo eu mexendo na minha perna, mas não dá pra segurar mais. Deixa eu ir lá no banheiro. Só um minuto. Papai voltou.
Four left for more on the captain's orders.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me, and protect them I shall. Because they are my child. In case you have forgotten, the people of this but more than that, they are your sisters, your brother. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have.
What we have left is our lives.
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh? I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quick.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some...
I'd like you to consider my knee.
What we need to consider...
The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what.
That thing?
Did you see the creature?
Creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph...
Do you remember where...
On the road from Orifla.
It's all right.
Joseph deve estar morto.
It's all right.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so... And a pack of them glowing things found me and...
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more. Safe.
The two soldiers were carrying another.
It was all they could do to escape.
Good girl.
Mas será que o que tinha dentro do primeiro Crystal Matter lá, que são essas criaturas dos decaídos, são servos da última mesmo? Eu achei muito estranho isso.
Clive, look.
Ah, tá, isso é.
Should I try?
Save your strength. Get him. You're finished. Attack. Too slow. Go for it! Let's try. This one. Go for it! This one. Get him! This one. Go for it!
Ah, o Toga se transformando mais agora, aí sim. Subir de nível agora, né?
There are always more. You have the town?
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right?
Yes, Malay.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at the...
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the it's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. Now me, I never needed convincing. I become, and the people I love, include the ones...
Aí sim, cara, tá dando em cima da Isabelle, hein?
I have sentries to...
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems, but it has solved one. And that's one fewer than...
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Eu ainda não posso entregar as paradas pra eles, então vou ter que fazer... Deixa eu ver. Ainda não dá.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. Was wondering when you had owls from all our friends thanking you. How is it you always manage to arrive at...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the round?
Let's see. Storms took the nations are still in chaos, and the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidney.
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Now's not the time. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. There were
Don't be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find the means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Merda, eu tô muito curioso sobre o Ultima.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Eu não tenho um minuto de paz, velho. Que porra é essa? Tem mais missão pra caralho pra fazer aqui. Ah, não. Putz, como é que eu vou fazer essa missão aqui? Não, e apareceu mais missão. Entrega o rubro estelar pra Marta.
Seems the hideaway has lost its...
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there...
It's... I don't... They...
Eu vou pular tudo, que é missão secundária, não tô nem importando.
Is everything all right? You seem more... Don't...
No.
Just...
And what? Look,
You're...
no, no.
And... No, but...
That's...
Nossa, tem mais missão secundária pra fazer aqui.
Rutherford. Wasn't that... Where would he be at Martha's room?
Tô aceitando tudo, filho.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into Tyre?
O mapa ainda não tá desbloqueado nada não, né? Eu imaginei.
Did you see that?
Ah, calma aí. Não era com você que eu queria falar, não.
You off then?
Calma aí.
How are you doing? I'm sorry to drag you into this. It's just I couldn't think who else to ask, and Hope you're a stranger, eh?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, so... Here you are. Come again. I may...
Deixa eu dar uma olhada nos itens, porque às vezes é alguma coisa muito boa. Quero ver se eu ganho algum item que aumenta XP aqui, maior. Mas eu acho que não. Isso aqui tinha que aumentar, né, mano? Pra poder botar mais alguma... A Excalibur é boa, mas... Não, sei, não parece que não adiciona nada demais, então vou deixar essa aqui porque ela é mais forte no momento. O foda é que não tem como melhorar essas armas, né? Isso é muito ruim.
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid!
Out of your studies, It's not a set of...
No.
Well...
And just how long
We're so... But we didn't break them. We did...
Just...
Miss...
Because that... Well, the text...
So let's... All right. Every piece has its own role to play. If even... You already know. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't...
You're right. It looks more like a wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
Oh, think about it.
Hold things. So wait.
Good thinking. These round parts are called the pans.
I do. Molly uses, but these aren't for frying bangers, you... But what if I wanted to wear goots? I don't think he'd fit...
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the... This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear.
I have. Miss Miradol's dungeon is full of them.
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then some...
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to... So?
Not a bad idea. So, now that we've...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where. And...
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't...
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings. And then the arms hold the pans.
Very good.
Yes!
Well, with...
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right. We're Miss Miradol.
Her hairs.
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so...
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Miradol and Miss Shirley. Right.
You hear that?
Until then, though.
A Miradol é a Mid? A Mid é a filha do Cid. Né? Do verdadeiro Cid, não do Clive, no caso, né?
Hey, look! You don't think Sid forgot about it?
Cid, você não sabe, né, Clive? Você não sabe como é que monta a engrenagem, né? Inclusive, deixa eu ver uma parada aqui. Tá bem alto já.
coming, Sid. Will there...
She's working.
Eu nem sabia que tinha modo fotografia. Eu apertei sem querer. Dalmatia Central. Capa e adaga. Só pra ter certeza de uma coisa. Beleza, vambora. Tava só esperando liberar, filhão. Terminar essas missões.
Clive!
I wasn't expecting, but it seems we still owe you a considerable, and though I doubt...
Ah, tá, essa é, entendi.
A star root is worth at least twice what you owe me. More if...
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever... Anyway, why are you the one here at bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it?
Something like that. Most days I think he...
Same as all. Back when the plate probably knew. Sid may have been the face of... And when Sid...
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto.
But he didn't give up, did he? I reckon what he saw in Sid. And don't wait that, and you...
Deixa eu ver a missão próxima.
My
Já que a
Lord
gente tá aqui.
Marquis, it is you. I am Sebastian Rutherford.
Of course.
Yes, my lord.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it...
1,000 apologies.
It's all right.
I am here at Martha, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's and what I have learned. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. The gears of governance have ground the realm.
That sounds like...
It is.
Alas.
I have lost their boats.
There were ghosts at the gates, not Daisy.
You need... Fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
Those things I said before.
Aqui, Isabelle.
Otto asked me to settle the hideaway's debt and to...
I thought you might finally tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. And for Otto's. For all of us.
Otto is lucky to have you. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has.
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. And blamed himself for not being able to stop. I don't know how it happened. Whether there was anything he could...
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear an ill habit. Given that both have always been surrounded by...
Que pena, né, mano? Agora até eu fiquei chateado, coitado.
Stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Tem que saber se eu tô indo pro lugar certo, porque isso aqui é uma...
To the meadows, then.
That's what the cat.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
Get him!
A gente tem 2 dominantes com a gente ajudando a gente agora, né? Então... Missão próxima, o que eu vou fazer aqui?
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with.
Quando falou que tinha que achar e matar esse bicho, eu tava jurando que ia ter que... caçar ele lá naquele bagulho do mogul. Nossa, é muito chato fazer isso. Tem que achar o bicho, meu Deus, é muito insuportável. Bom, pelo menos não tem que fazer isso, né? Então, menos um trabalho.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Good. So Lady Karen accept...
Ah, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone...
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever.
Oh, wonderful.
Seems the hideaway has lost its...
So... And what precisely will I be cooking?
Blueback wyvern liver. And,
Wyvern livers, was it? Now then, you stay right where you are. Let's hope these grand old...
Tá bom.
And here we have it. Fried Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption.
And rightly so. Is there any higher on...
Pô, parecia tão gostoso.
So...
What? The crackle of the crust gives what?
It is a tour de force. A force...
I think he likes...
I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking.
Decent. It's remarkable. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women?
I'll give it some thought. Lady Carrot Goat tells me you won't have... Would you prefer the debt was repaid in...
What debt? I don't recall lending any. I may have tossed a talent or two in the air, but those were donations. And you can hardly call it charity if you go...
Of course not. But one good turn deserves... Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a...
Oh, see, fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it.
Tá bom.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talent. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her...
Quem? Isabela? Não faço ideia de quem é.
I hear you ended up delivering all through. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Oh! So you remember what's owed to you, then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't...
Essa foi boa. Essa foi muito boa, mano. Mudou muito.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit...
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seemed to have... How long did you know Sid?
Before he died. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... forget where. We set up drinking island rum till the morning bell. Quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. Promising we'd... That was... before fate. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day. And there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt. And I couldn't for the life of me understand that. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... All I want, him who cried for me, him who swore he'd do everything. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. Threw away everything he had. All to... I knew then.
Maneiro, pô.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Pô, que foda, cara.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Que maneiro, né, cara? Vale muito a pena fazer as missões secundárias. Eu subi que eu quase chorei ali quando o Cid apareceu de novo no flashback, porra.
Let's hope someone here's seen something. It shouldn't be too hard to find Goots.
The gentleman of the town.
be I know something more.
Clark,
It says them all, and you.
Here.
That no.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper? Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks.
It's a good question.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of...
All right.
You too. Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see him, so you can stop.
Please!
I'll deal with it.
Thank
you. That one's me.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Eles estavam numa posição muito perfeita.
I'd expect as much.
Much has changed in the Republican Army.
You've seen this kind of thing before?
Many times.
One of Rutherford's men who sent me to look for...
Well, then you have my...
What? Surely then it's worse. Not at all, no. If he was back...
Ah, aqui ó. O lugar que eu não tava indo, conseguindo ir antes. Tem um bagulhinho pra lá, ó. Eu não tinha visto isso. Que estranho.
Come on. Faster.
Ah, não. Calma aí. Aqui é o local da missão, pô. Eu não queria muito ter que avançar aqui. Vou fazer o seguinte, então. Vou fazer essa missão aqui primeiro. Depois a gente avança pra lá e já faz a missão junto com a missão principal. Né? Se tiver alguma coisa da missão principal ali pra frente. Então realmente só dava pra subir ali bem depois, lá bem lá pra frente.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it?
It was a fairly unconvincing... So...
That's a die a slow death, boys.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen. Get it.
Boa. Tranquilo.
Go on.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed, he only wanted that bull of a manservant. The dim one always... You weren't.
What were you going to do?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction. Then you... Well...
You're not worth the effort.
Ele me chama de covarde, sendo que ele tá fazendo.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling and stop spreading them all.
For they are not lies. Every last word is...
Goose.
He's gonna... He said she had to pay in blood.
After what she did, it is only right. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no... Only... Run along now. You...
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you... Promise me you won't, or I'll...
Goots.
Enough!
But how did he...
You're a sight less clever than you think. Well, the whole thing got me thinking. Who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling, though it was just... I thought the years might have taught you some sense. What was it we called you?
You. Everything that...
It was all... And now you'll finally pay... Gooch, you... If you want a piece, you'll have to go...
You great... Out of the way, I can handle... So, you remember what you told me when we... An eye for an... Wise words, Sam. Why? And now...
Ela não matou ele, ela fez alguma outra coisa. Será que ela matou ele?
Is he...
Dead? No. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pet. After all, I shouldn't...
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mate. So took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, but he crossed a line dragging pub. He didn't hurt you, did...
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But... what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his... But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it all right. Let's get you back to the hideaway.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Fala com Karen, tem que voltar pro abrigo, né? Tem que voltar pro abrigo pra falar com ela, não poderia ter falado aqui, né? Tudo bem, né? Fazer o quê? Cara, eu me pergunto, eles falaram que queria fazer uma versão do PS4 desse jogo, né, cara? Mano, o que que eles fariam pra poder fazer uma versão do PS4? Porque esse jogo é muito... Tem umas coisas assim que, tipo assim,
Nothing like a dish
tá
of
ligado?
cold vengeance to...
I didn't mean to. I just thought I had to.
Aye, well, someone had to. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if you've always been... And I'd have you stay that way.
Oh, well, I will. If you ever need.
Why, you... Fine.
Thanks, Nan.
There's nothing.
That's as maybe. He'll need to start looking out for him. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back. Just like you.
Of course.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll
Agora
do
que
you
eu tô
any
vendo, ela tem um olho de cada cor.
A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday. Let me tell you a story, Clive.
Qual é o olho bom dela? É o azul? Acho que parece que é azul.
Them rumours wet legs were spread. Might be they weren't just... You see, there were a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, and to satisfy that lust, I sold to... But then one day, said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition...
Was that the first time you met?
Aye. And he were true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started and all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the rich. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day, and the rest, as they say, is a dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest damn. But I can say, you've all shown me there are some...
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up. Clive. Go on, then.
Eu acho que não tem nada muito... Diminui muito PV, né? Alguma coisa que eu preciso? Por enquanto não.
Come again.
Por enquanto não.
Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
What's that for you, dear?
Não, calma aí. Oricalco, putz, os filhos de Ouroboros. Muito bom. Vamos de defesa em 33, putz. Tá, vamos só pra ter certeza aqui. Eu tenho coisa aqui pra fazer ainda. Meu fone caiu.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere. What happened?
If you're... they've all...
Foi mal, mano. Irmão secundário, se não for muito importante, eu pulo tudo.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Stay down.
O nome dele é chupa-cabra, agora você viu. Bem tranquilo, né?
Make for the town.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told...
And stand by, as ill might befall the heir.
It's just Clive. And which is more than can be said.
I will survive.
Strange that
the garrison have their hands full inside the city. There are few... When,
if you...
but
don't... My uncles. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Vamos lá.
I see yours. The rest, speaking as it...
E 35 de experiência, tá bom. Ah, tá. Essa missão que tem aqui a gente não aceitou ainda, então tá tranquilo. Por exemplo, ela tá pra cá, ó. Pô, missão. Coisa pra cá, maneiro. Lojinha. Eu ia fazer alguma coisa que era importante, eu não me lembro o que era. Calma aí. Ah, tá. Tem umas coisas, né, habilidades aqui que eu ainda não peguei. Essas coisas aqui... Eu não peguei essas coisas aqui porque eu não sei por que eu não peguei. Então eu vou pegar agora de uma vez. Só pra pegar mesmo. Isso aqui é interessante até. Agora eu tenho 2000 de pontos ainda, né? Uma habilidade que eu gostaria de upar é essa aqui, chama de renascer. Eu não sei se eu upo ela ainda. Eu acho que isso aqui é mais útil. O dano dela é muito bom, eu vou dominar ela. Aqui eu vou botar o Supremo. Tem como eu fazer isso? Oxi, what the fuck? Giga Flame. E... satélite. Pronto. Tá dominado aqui. O dano dela é bem grande, ó. 4 de dano, nossa, muito grande. O impulso de Fênix. Eu não sei se vale a pena upar ele. Eu já upei já porque, como é só um pra dominar essas habilidades, acho que meio que whatever, né? Agora, tinha o bagulho pra poder upar aqui, é magia. Justiça cega, tempestade, para raios. Não tem como aumentar mais o triângulo, não? Ah, tem. Dominado também? Beleza. Tá, acho que eu vou deixar o resto pra lá. Quantas horas de live eu tô aqui? 2h38. Deixa eu só salvar o jogo aqui, antes que eu me esqueça. Beleza. É um mapa bem pequeno, né? Até porque não é um mapa de mundo aberto, né? Tipo assim, se você comparar com Final Fantasy XV, porra.
Let's go. We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Time to... Wait.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
You deserve a rest. You're injured. What happened here?
It swallowed our camp. My own men. There's a village not far from here. We can't...
Rest.
Morreu, coitado.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Over here! Throw torch! Get him! Throw torch! Get him!
Vamos ver se dá um dano maior ainda agora. Ah, com certeza dá. Muito bom essa habilidade, cara.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wounds...
He was right to send you. Those Tabor is safe thanks to you.
Não é necessário, mano. Eu sou uma pessoa muito boa. Eu não queria receber o dinheiro desses caras, tá ligado? Tem umas que eu falo assim, não, me dá. Me dá porque você é um filho da puta, mas eu...
You must have me confused.
Não conheço esse cara.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there. In Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
And what of my ill will?
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and fight. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm
No. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an
man. Like you.
I am nothing like you. Just know that I...
Não vou fazer isso, cara.
Come on.
Yeah!
That's better.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
No need to ride from here. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see?
The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome. Yes, Your Majesty. Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. The figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Alguém gosta de Joshua.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Enough to heed her call. Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because
figuratively,
well, a passing. I eagerly.
Pode ter que ir lá, vai ser
Here,
longe pra
take a look at
caralho.
my wares. A fine choice. Come again.
Cadê aquela outra missão que tava aqui? Oxi.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed. I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal if there is nothing.
No.
Your Grace.
It's a canva then.
We'll talk about this.
Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any crystals.
You! Finally. There's something wrong. At the university, the student... The three of them, to be precise. Oh, yeah. Namely, the other one...
I can't promise I'll remember everything.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilion.
How are those new boots treating you?
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Nell.
Not a scratch on them. Have you noticed the Elder has been coffin-less?
Assim, eu não sei se... Eu não joguei exatamente todos os Final Fantasies. Então, tem uma coisa que eu não tenho certeza. Mas esse bagulho dos cristais... Tem muitos Final Fantasy, porque eu sei que no 15 tem o bagulho do cristal lá, né? Do Nox e tal. E aqui tem muito ainda, tem muito do cristal. O 7 eu sei que não tem nada de cristal, né? Mais da energia Mako. Alguns outros eu também sei que não tem. Eu tô muito curioso nisso, porque eu fico tentando achar alguma ligação do 15 pro 16, tá ligado? Justamente por causa do cristal.
The engravings were in good repair, considering that.
Oh, what that I could have seen. Oh, come, don't tease.
Guardiões de cristais, vós sois as primeiras pedras de Tabor.
Guardians of the Crystal. I'm pretty sure that was
Fascinating. But the...
Andaís nas planícies douradas.
Wonders of the Golden Paw.
No doubt you'll...
Filho dos caçadores, agora lavradores de...
Children, that's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers, 3 engravings, 1 guardian, and not 2... Huh?
Ok. Agora eu vou fazer também aquela missão. Vou pegar essa estrada aqui. Aí depois de ter missão secundária eu vou terminar a live, tá, gente? Porque eu tô cansado já.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Tá porra. O cubo da Joy é inacreditavelmente rápido, né?
No mistakes. Looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Cara, eu consegui uma conquista. Fácil.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Calma aí que tem um caminho pra cá. Ah, tem ligação com essa rua aqui, ó. Sei que tem algum bicho de caça aqui, mas não tem nada não. Porra, tem mais caminho aqui. Isso aqui deve ligar aqui, obviamente, né? Isso aqui eu não faço ideia de onde que vai.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
That'll do, girl.
The free city's under siege?
Here's your hide.
I worried you might never Oh, as supple as a maiden. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be join me as my...
I don't plan on making a habit of this.
Very well. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business.
Bom, é isso, né? Vamos salvar aqui. A live vai ficando por aqui. Eu fiquei até tempo bastante, né? Fiquei 3 horas de live. A última também, se eu não me engano, que eu fiz vai no 16, também fiquei 3 horas de live, se eu não me engano. Substituir salvo, sim, só pra ter certeza, né? Agora, deixa eu ter uma ideia. Uma, duas, três, quatro, cinco, seis. Tá. A Jill falou. A polícia tá pegando solto aqui. A Jill tinha falado que tinha 8 Acons, né? 8 Acons, 8 habilidades pra 8 sei lá o que, né? Mas vamos aqui. Uma, duas, três, quatro, cinco, certo? Aí aqui vamos esperar que tem mais duas. Né? 5 aqui, né? Aí, só pra ter certeza. 5, 6, 7. Tá faltando uma, que no caso seria o Leviatã. Por quê? Porque eles não sabem da existência do Ifrit. Eles não sabiam até então da existência do Ifrit, ninguém sabia sobre o Ifrit. Né? Eles só sabiam da Fênix, a Fênix era o único do fogo e tal. Correto? Então, a única coisa que eu consigo pensar é que como tem o fogo, tem o vento, tem o raio, aí tem a terra, aí tem o Bahamut aqui, que eu não sei o que o Bahamut vai explicar. Luz, efeito de luz. Acabei de ver aqui. Tem a Shiva, que é o gelo. Aí tem o Odin, que seria a eletricidade também. O Odin é outra coisa. Não sei o que o Odin é. Deveria ter água, que seria o Leviatã, mas até agora eu não sei se foi apresentado o Leviatã na história. Não sei se tem algum trailer mostrando o Leviatã, né? Porque se tiver o Leviatã, a gente sabe que a gente vai pegar a habilidade dele provavelmente. Mas é isso, né? Porque tecnicamente tem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 se a gente contar com o Ifrit. Que aqui são as 3 habilidades do Ifrit. Né? A transcendência do Ifrit. E aqui a ignição e o fogo fato do Ifrit. Aqui, ó, tanto que tá escrito ali, ó, Ifrit. Estou muito curioso. Tô pensando em tirar umas habilidades aqui que eu não tô usando, né? É verdade, né? Uma boa ideia. Mas é isso, gente. Vamos ficar pra próxima live. Valeu, falou, tchau. Acho que se eu continuar aqui o modo história, eu vou fazer outra live dela. Então não se preocupem. Tchau, falou!